Hey, yo, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 10:34 a.m., May 2nd, 2026. You know what I mean? This is the first video of the day. I might do another video tonight. Maybe. I'm not absolutely sure. I'll think about it. You know what I mean? I did a little short today that I'm going to upload tonight about this fucking weather. This weather is insane, bro. Like, this weather doesn't know what it wants to be. Like, New York City weather is very schizophrenic. It doesn't know if it wants to rain or if it wants to be sunny. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I will tell you one thing that is clearly for certain, right? Darby Allin is not a draw. Darby Allin is not a fucking draw. So the AEW ratings came back for Dynamite this week, right? And now they're basically back to the fives. They're back to the fucking fives in ratings. They're back to the fives. I think it's 564, right? And this is thanks to Tony Khan's, schizophrenic booking, right? His booking is the main reason why, his booking is the main reason why, the ratings are completely down. They don't know what the fuck they want to do. Okay, and I said this before, right? You already know what the plan is going to be. They're basically hot potatoing the entire AEW. They're hot potatoing the AEW World Championship scene, right? The main event scene, where it's gonna go back to MJF. There's gonna go to Omega, and there's gonna go to Ospreay. Like, there's no run. Like, there's no run, right? AEW at this point has no run, right? But I think in retrospect, right, when you think about it, Darby Allin as a world champion, it doesn't, he doesn't draw. He's not a draw. Oh, well, he was loyal. He's been there since day one. Yeah, but here's the thing. If Darby Allin was that great of a champion, again, why is the ratings down? Why is the ratings down? Darby Allin is he's just a stunt man. You know what I mean? He's practically a stunt man that you could just throw around. That's all Darby Allin really is. Darby Allin is a guy who, he sucks. He sucks. He sucks. Darby Allin, if Darby Allin was this, was a big fucking deal, right? If Darby Allin was that much of a big deal, why the ratings are down? 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a fucking row. And then you start to wonder why AEW will never be in competition with WWE. They will never even squeeze in competition with WWE. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, that, Darby Allin is, Darby Allin, like I said, he's a bit overrated to me. Like, Darby Allin is just a guy who, all he does is, takes these crazy bumps, right? He's a stunt man, right? He's a fucking stunt man. That, and I'm pretty sure, the AEW sicko is going to get mad at me. Oh, how you going to say that about Darby? How you going to say that about Darby? Darby Allin sucks. Darby Allin sucks. He sucks. It's funny. People were shitting on Ricky Saints' WWE debut last night on SmackDown, right? But Ricky Saints has a lot more character and a lot more charisma than Darby Allin. What the fuck does Darby Allin have? Oh, well, let me go, let me use my skateboard and, let me come into the ring with a skateboard, and let me brutalize myself. For what? For what? Remember that dumb shit that he did on Ariel Helwani, where he took, I think it was hot coffee or water, and he poured it, on his chest. And Ariel Helwani was like, "What did you do that for?" And then Darby Allin says some dumb shit. That's what AEW does. That's exactly what AEW does. If you think Darby Allin, and that's another thing too. Darby Allin's not a fucking superstar. Darby Allin's AEW win is I will put it in the same vein as, and I don't care if the sickos get mad what I'm about to say. I personally don't give a fuck. I put that in the same vein as Chris Sabin winning the TNA championship. Yeah, I put it in that exact same vein. Remember Chris Sabin won the TNA championship? Like many moons ago? Remember that? I put it in the exact same vein. You know, I don't want WWE to sign Darby Allin. I don't. I really don't. You know, because Darby is a guy who, you know, you can't do anything with Darby. You know, and where the fuck is Adam Hangman Page? Where the fuck is Adam Hangman Page at? Like, you know, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a joke. This company's a joke, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you made Darby Allin world champion, and the ratings are fucking down. They're down. They're fucking down. You know, they're back to the fives, right? And it's all thanks to, you know, Indie King Darby Allin. You know what I'm saying? Like, Darby Allin, again, this is the reason why like, AEW's in the shit that it's in. You know, the biggest mistake they did was, damn, it's mad people in this park. The biggest fucking mistake they did was to take the belt off of MJF, right? And now we're gonna see, you know, a fuck road to Ospreay, where MJF is gonna get it back in Queens, right? And then, you know, Omega gets it in Canada, you know, at Redemption, just to drop it to Ospreay in London. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck are we doing, bro? The fuck are we doing? You know, the Darby experiment needs to end. The Darby Allin experiment needs to fucking end. Darby Allin sucks. He sucks. He fucking sucks. You know, like, a toothpick could get over more than Darby Allin. You know, like, come on. He's a fucking stunt man. A stunt man. Oh, don't talk shit about Darby. The fuck Darby Allin. The fuck Darby Allin. You know, and I say it, you know, because he sucks. He's not world champion material. Are you fucking kidding me? Shit. Jacob Fatu is more believable than Darby Allin. You know, and I sense, trust me, I sense at some point Jacob Fatu winning the either the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. I'll say more the World Heavyweight Championship at some point. At some point, because he deserves it. You know? Fucking Darby Allin. You fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck you think you fooling with, bro? Fuck you playing games with? Darby Allin. Again, he's not even a fucking draw. He's not a draw. Darby's not a fucking draw. Like, you know, you can put fucking Bob Ross in WWE, in AEW, he'll draw more than fucking Darby Allin. Rest in peace to Bob Ross, by the way. But yeah, like, to sit there and say that, oh, Darby deserves it. Again, the more that AEW relies on the indie shit, you know what I mean? The more that the ratings go down. It goes down. It goes down, right? But you guys don't like that though, right? You guys don't like when I hit that sore spot, right? Because it's the fucking truth. It's the truth. And you know it. You guys know it. You know? Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pay my bill. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go buy a sandwich. A sandwich! And then I got some things I had to take care of. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely, fuck that. I'm coming with another video later tonight. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.